Hey, I get what's going through your head right now. What if I've been addicted to porn for 10, 15, 20, 40 years? Will it still work for me? Let's talk about that. Let me explain to you something that nobody really talks about when it comes to porn addiction. It doesn't just affect what you do. It doesn't just affect you watching it. It changes the way you think about yourself, the way you see yourself. And after years of watching it, even when you don't want to, it starts to feel like it's just who you are. And I know that feeling personally. I've taken a lot of these calls. I talk to a lot of guys. I've broken free a lot of people from overcoming porn addiction. And almost every single one of them, no matter how different their story is, they hit me with the same question at some point. What if I've been addicted for too long? What if it's been 30 years? What if I'm just too far gone? And I get it. I had the exact same thought about myself. I didn't even believe I could fully quit. I thought the best I could do was maybe dial it back a bit or keep it under control, because that's how deep it had its hooks in me. I genuinely believed that pornography was always going to be a part of my life. That's not weakness. That's what years of rewiring your brain looks like. It doesn't just change your habits. It changes who you believe you are, and it changes what you believe is possible for you. So if you're sitting there and you're thinking, if it's been too long, I want you to hear this. I built this program specifically for you. Not for the person that watches pornography once every 2 weeks, but for someone who watches this often, more than they would like to. That's who this is made for. This was built to completely break someone free from a deeply wired long-term addiction. And here's a truth that's going to change here's a truth that will change how you see this entire situation. The length of your struggle does not determine whether you break free. I'm going to say this again. 10 years, 15 years, 30 years. That number is not what decides if you get free or not. What decides is whether you can follow steps in this system. And I designed every single step to be as clear and effortless to follow as possible, because I know where you're starting from. And I know this works because I got free from something that was consuming 2 to 3 hours of my day for years. And I helped men who were watching pornography from sun up to sundown. Men in their 50s who started in high school. Men who tried everything and still went back. And they're free now. Because here's the part that actually makes a difference, especially for this long-term struggle. It's the neuro reprogramming audios. And before your eyes roll, stay with me for just a second, because this part explains why this works when years of other things didn't. Think about your natural eyesight. With your eyes alone, depending on how good your eyes are, you can see pretty well. But you're never, no matter how, I don't care who you are, you're never going to be able to see bacteria. You never be able to see germs, advanced medicine, or cure diseases with just your naked eye alone. But if you give somebody a microscope, and suddenly they can see what was always there. They can solve problems that we could never solve before. Not because they got smarter, but because they got better tools. That's exactly what neuro reprogramming audios are. Your brain has the ability to change. That's not the question. The question is how long it takes for you to follow the right system to change. And these neuro reprogramming audios are the tool that works directly with your mind, with your subconscious mind, the part that's actually been making you go back to pornography. And it starts rewiring the addiction from the inside out while you listen to the audio. So instead of going through years of failed attempts, your brain is literally rewiring itself as you go through the program. So 10 years of this habit, 30 years of this habit, 40 years of this habit is no match for what we're going to do to your brain using neuro reprogramming. And on top of that, you're not going to be going through this alone. You have my number, personally. If you hit a wall, if you're struggling, if you just need clarification on something, you contact me and we're going to work through it together. That's not something that you're going to get from an app. That's not something that you get from a YouTube video. That's me, someone who's been exactly where you are, in your corner the entire time. So if you've been telling yourself, I've been in this for too long, I need you to understand that thought, that belief is a part of the addiction too. It's the habit trying to protect itself, and we're about to break it. As long as you're willing to follow the steps and be open with me, I'm confident I'll break you free. And I can't wait to talk to you on the call. If you haven't scheduled one yet, schedule the call with the link below. And if you have, then I can't wait to map out your system and help you get free from this.